Facebook Live, and we got it. Okay. So, Judge, I'll turn it over to you. Welcome. Thank you. And look forward to hearing the updates.
Okay. Would you like me to review those in attendance again, or I've got it documented? Are you good with that?
I think you're good. Go ahead.
All right. With that, progress update, you all should have received an email. I believe Andrew must have forwarded it from Ryan Minor. So with that, Ryan, I want to turn it on over to you for the update.
All right. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll start with the progress update, go through some before and after photos of work that we've got completed or in process since our last meeting. So what we have here is back by the generator where we had to trench through the access road back there for our undergrounds. Just wanted to give you a before, and then we were able to get that paved last week. So that was nice to get that taken care of, so Wes doesn't have to keep running over that road plate. So a little bit bigger patch than what we had planned, but we had with our movement with the roofers back there, just a lot of activity. We kind of took care of that area there to clean it up, get it back to good condition.
By the way, Ryan, thank you for the pictures. Pictures
Yes, sir.
are worth 1,000 words. Thank you very much.
Definitely. What we've got here, we did get to start on the water side. That was good news. This is a before picture here of one of the valves or shower panels, and this is an after picture. So you can see, it's a big difference there with the old and new. So they're making great progress there, and we'll touch on that when we get to the schedule update. I want each of you guys a little bit behind the scenes here on parts and pieces that are installed. So here's new valves, pneumatic system that's installed. This one's the back of a shower panel. So you see the blue line, that's the pneumatic line. So they push the button, opens that valve, and it's got, I'm not a technical expert on it, but essentially it takes the pressure off of it to open the water valve. And then once that timer runs out, it closes it off. So it's not just on constant.
And that should generate significant savings with the time.
So you say that's on a timer?
Yeah, it's an air timer essentially. Rory may be able to provide more insight on that. But.
Yeah, you see where the blue line comes into the black piece at the top? There's a little bleed off screw that's connected to. And so you can adjust how much time the valve is open for by the position of that bleed off screw.
Cool.
Thank you, Rory. Here's more back in the mechanical chases. We've got some photos of some good areas to work. It looks like it's a little bit more open than some spots. This would be the sinks. Just looking at the back of it here with the two valves, you got your hot and cold. Again, same concept. Push the button on the cell side, and then like Rory said, as it bleeds off, it'll close that valve.
Ryan, are they working now? Are they already in place and all that that's working?
Yes, sir. Yes. So once we get in there, change them out, they're fully operational at that time.
Judge,
If you don't mind,
they've got
thank you,
pretty
Wes.
much. They pretty much got all the level floor done. In the back, they've got A&D pods, J pod, all of the female area, all of PC, and they had just finished up in male intake. And this, I can see already where this is going to save versus the old mechanical system where they could just hold the button. As long as they held the button, water would pump out. So this is just a single push the button one time, and it runs for, I think they've got it set for like 10 or 15 seconds, and then it shuts itself off.
Yep. Thank you, Wes.
Thanks,
Here's a
Wes.
photo. Here's a photo of the toilet valve. Again, same concept. Bleeds off after they push the button.
Hey, I have a question for Wes. If that's
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Has the new shower and toilet equipment been well received by the guests?
I haven't really heard much since it's just now going in. What I've heard, I've got a few CDs that work for me out in the shop, and they seem to like it really well. I mean, the showers are timed a little better for them now. The old system, the most we could get out of a button push was like 30 seconds, and they'd have to hit the button again. So they're running about a minute, minute and a half now, so they're not having to constantly hit the button more.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
The toilets I've noticed don't flush as much as the older system. Like when you flush the toilet, it's just a few seconds and then it's done draining and then filled back up. So it's not not pumping as much water as what the old valve systems were.
So do the toilets have more velocity to them?
I think it's pretty much the same velocity, just not as long as a runtime.
Oh,
So
okay.
like when the older ones, you'd hit them and it seemed like they'd flush forever. These you hit, and I mean they're done by the time you hit the button and release it. Within a couple seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, it's done flushed and finished.
So they seem to be working pretty well.
Yes, sir. We've not had any issues yet. So
Well, good deal. Thank you.
yes, sir.
And speaking of that, Wes, I'm sure he's excited to see this go in as well. They've been trying to do everything they can to keep this rolling while they were waiting on us to get back in there. So appreciate that, and I'm sure he's very excited. Here's a before of the toilet valve setup. Just like I said, to give you a before and after. Just kind of want to show that. Here is in one of the mechanical chases where we put those isolation valves in. So obviously here in the back where the little black parts are, that's the sink valve, timing, stuff like that. And these red handled ball valves are those new valves we put in. They're earlier on getting set up for this.
Ryan, just a question. Those timers look like, hopefully I'm making a misstatement here, but look like mechanical pieces that can break easily or whatever. Are they easily accessible where Wes can have those in stock or whatever, and be replaced fairly quickly?
Ryan, I can answer that if you want me to.
Yep. Sure. Go for it.
So I was talking to Mark with Infinity. He's the one that's installing all the plumbing right now. And once they're finished, to my understanding, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, I can go to him and tell him what bench parts to leave. And so he'll leave me whatever parts that I think I'm going to need. Like, and most of it's just going to be diaphragms to be replaced. And yes, to answer your question, Judge, they're very easily accessible. And I've got shut off the door now, so I won't have to keep shutting the whole building down to repair one little part.
Okay. That's great to hear, Wes. And that's huge. And you're helping you with your work and getting things done. So that's one of the many good things that's happening to the jail. So thanks, Ryan, and you're all, and Judge and the ESG for this new way to handle things, which will make it easier for Ryan and helpful to us all. Great job, Wes.
Very well said, Judge. Very well said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah, like Wes said, we'll have some spare parts, just kind of your typical parts that need replaced sooner than later. We'll leave those there. And then, if anything happens in the meantime, we can definitely, support whatever we need to do. So, yep. All right. Again, just back here in the chase, just want to kind of give you the different scenarios, different setups they've got. So, this one's got sinks and the toilet valve down there. So. And that is all I have for progress photos. Anybody have any questions on those? All right. We'll go to schedule update. I'll get that pulled up here. Zoom in a little bit. So yeah, we'll start with the plumbing install. As mentioned, we got started on those there last week, making really good progress, as Wes mentioned. After today, they will be off for the holiday next week, but we'll return the week after, finish up the jail. That'll put us there that first week of December. Once that's done, then we'll roll to the downtown 313, 315, 321, and the road department, and knock those out here. Goal target to get those knocked out before the Christmas holiday. So we're looking like we're in good shape there. Onto the generator. I know last time we talked, we had the additional breaker we were procuring. So we've got, I don't have a definite date, but I've got the time frame. So we should start seeing those parts here next week. So once we have those parts in hand, we'll be able to get those installed. Once those are installed, we'll be able to schedule our outage to swap that generator over. So looking forward to that here, first part of December. Prior to making any outage swaps, we'll be meeting on site with Jailer Bonta, Wes, and the install crews, make sure everybody's comfortable with our plan for making those swaps. And then once those are done, we can take that old generator out, get that out of the way, and get the third boiler set. So that kind of leads into the HVAC. That's what's holding the HVAC out right now, is we have that third boiler to set in that spot where the old generator is. So if we get our swap over in December, we're looking at early to late January before we'll have all that HVAC items complete. But we do have two boilers installed, operating, that are providing the heat to the building. So we should be in good shape here for these cooler evenings. So with the HVAC, again, once we get that third boiler set, we have to finish up our commissioning and test and balance. We've taken care of doing tab and checkout on what we have installed. Everything's looking great, no issues there. So we'll just have those, a couple days left to wrap those up, in the January timeframe. On to door replacement. What we've got, I had some new news yesterday, I guess probably Tuesday, actually. We had those doors we had to get remanufactured due to door swings being opposite hand. So those are completed, primed, and painted and ready to ship. However, there's some miscellaneous parts that we've got to have on these doors, and we were originally quoted a 4-week lead time, and it's actually a 14-week lead time. So that's pushing those into February. So what we're going to do is we are not going to replace those doors until we have those parts in hand. That way everything's operating as it should. So we're on hold on the doors until those come in. Then once those are in, we'll have painting on site, finish paint that we'll have to do. And then the EIFS repair, again, I've kind of got that tied to the door replacement. In anything with these remaining doors, I don't anticipate anything getting into the EIFS at all, but just want to kind of keep it there and not get too far ahead of myself on those type items. Any questions on the schedule?
Ryan, it looks like 1/28, the end of January, is the finishing date.
That's for the HVAC. The one item I didn't get updated was the door replacement, as I had that new information post sending this out. So yeah, we're looking at February timeframe. So I'll get that updated and released.
Okay. Did we get a lot of EIFS damage when we put the new door frames in?
No, they're current install, no, there wasn't any. Just a couple, maybe had to touch the edge a little bit just to make it to where the frames fit. But yeah, no extensive damage that we were concerned with. Ripping the doors out. If you pulled some of that and it peeled back, the crew's DPS who was doing that work, they did a great job of controlling their mess and getting those frames out properly.
Okay.
One thing I failed to mention on schedule, we had the roof inspection to get our warranty letter. So they did that last week. That was last Monday, and everything went well as far as I know. So we're just waiting on that letter, and we should have that in our hands here soon for that roof.
Okay, no. Does Squire Blackburn have any questions?
You're muted, JW.
I'm really good at just starting to talk without unmuting myself. On the exterior jail doors that you're talking about, how many of those are direct access to the inside the facility, and then some of them are to rec areas and things like that?
We've got 6 doors left. So there are we have 1, 2, 3. 3 doors for sure that go directly inside, and then 2 of them I know are exit vestibules, and I can't picture offhand where the 6th one is, but I do know for sure there's 3 of them that go directly inside.
Right. I was hoping that those doors were taken care of, and we just had to worry about the other ones.
Those are the ones where with this swing being opposite, there was no way to reverse them like we could on the exit vestibules with the glass, and then also the switching on them. So that's why they had to be remade.
Did they just order them wrong?
That's what I got to as far as I could get to the bottom of it. Sounds like it was a manufacturer's issue because we had Willow on site. They physically inspected them. They had old prints. The prints match exactly what was there prior. So the best I could determine was it was a manufacturer issue. And when they delivered them to site, they unloaded them, put them in a Connex, and we're in the Connex until we had manpower. So that's where it didn't get caught up front.
They sat in there for a while before we caught it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Well, any other schedule questions?
No, sir.
I think we're good.
All right. ECM status, I've got that sheet pulled up here. So we did get a update on that one with the water conservation work taking place there at the jail. Highlighted those yellow. Again, I've got controls, IAQ. Again, we've got the SCUV just getting permanent power, working on hills, getting out there. They've been pulled off on another job and kind of coordinating with that generator work. And then we also have the sewer piping repairs there in the kitchen. We tried scoping that again while we're inside. Hit some solid concrete, so we're gonna have to. We got a plan together to get cut the floor out and tie into existing drain and get that taken care of. So work in that direction. Door replacement again we talked about. And then we have the EFIS work, and then the backup generators, getting those tied in. So. Any questions on that? All right. Pay applications. So we have a deadline to get that submitted no later than Wednesday next week. Working in that direction. We'll hopefully have that sooner than later. I know we're getting close to a holiday, so we'll get that in front of you all so we're not scrambling last minute. Then with that, the other business committee member comments. Teresa, I know you kind of lead that one.
Sure. I guess Judge Wells, is there anything else? It feels like we're kind of limping here at the end, trying to, get this finished, but, it's that detail, making sure that everything's correct, and, we just want to make sure we have the incentive to get out of there as quickly as we can as well. So we're really not trying to delay this, but, I think everyone knows with supply chain logistics right now, it's just a little bit of a challenge. So at least this was started before the chaos was really created. So everything's in queue. Just getting it finished and wrapped up is a challenge. So with that, I guess, Judge Wells, is there any additional comments you'd like to make?
Well, yes, I would like to say thank you, and we understand what your point is well taken. We see that all across our country, and we understand that. And sometimes you want, when it was talking about the doors or I believe it was the doors for 14 weeks, unbelievable. But that's the world we're in right now. This question is for, I believe, Jeremy. I think, did we not turn to you, Jeremy? Is Jeremy on?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Okay. Did we turn to you to look at the lighting for the HVA systems, the blue lighting, whatever it's called, the
UV.
UV lighting? Sorry, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, we did. I haven't got with Jake, but reason why is because I contacted another vendor that I wanted to discuss with them before I got with the company that we originally got quotes from. I was just wanting to check, see our options,
Okay,
prices.
okay,
I'm waiting on their prices to come back.
okay, but we're working on that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And it looks great, thank you, and we understand, and we really appreciate you all, Judge, working with us and hanging in there with us, and we love what you're doing.
Good. Well, we appreciate the work, and you all have been an excellent client. You've got such great staff. It's unbelievable. And the engagement of, the magistrates as well, which takes me to Squire Blackburn.
Yeah, I just had one last question. I just want to know where we at on what we've paid out and our balance.
You have that handy, Ryan? I know it'll definitely be on the next pay app, but if he doesn't have it quickly accessible, then I'll actually get it to you.
I say I can pull up the last pay app,
Okay.
if that will work.
I was thinking we were somewhere in the 80%
Yeah.
range.
Right.
I was thinking we were too.
Yeah, 88%.
Does that help you? There's still the retainage. Is it called retainage? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very end, 10% that's held out before final payment, and everything's checked off that, Mr. Hewitt and crew are all in agreement that it's installed satisfactorily.
Yeah. So yeah, this 88 was as of October 22nd, it looks like.
Does that answer your question, Squire? You're muted.
So you guys are working on the next pay application.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Judge, before you move on, can I ask Brian a kind of a general question about what's going to happen when we're finished? We're maybe a couple months away from being finished. If everything goes well, will you meet with all of the staff that's needed and go over and review when everything is done, or do you do that kind of as we start moving towards the end? I'm not sure. So you understand my question is just making sure
Yes,
we
sir.
know how to operate and work things and
Yes.
and all of that.
Yeah, we do have training included as part of this that we do. We don't want to just leave you with some new toys and not know how to use them. So yes, typically once we get 100% complete, we do that training. Whether it's controls, once we get that complete, we can do that training, or any of the HVAC equipment once it's 100%. I like to have everything done so we can go through all those questions and concerns at one time rather than kind of piecemeal it. But also a benefit here is, Wes has an ability to use like the control system and find out any specific questions he has and get those answered up front rather than we do training, then we leave, and then he's got questions because he hasn't had a chance to use it. So yes, we do have some standard training that we do to cover all those items. And then I also do walkthroughs for work that's complete. For instance, we got sign off on the 313, 315 HVAC equipment. So I met with Jeremy. We walked through, just to make sure there's nothing that we overlooked or missed prior to having that sign off. So again, once I feel I've got everything completed on my end, I'll get with you guys, walk through it, and answer any questions you have at that time, and then also do our formal training.
You also have O&M manuals, and
Yes.
something you might want to consider. We've done this in the past. I'm not sure if it was actually included in this contract, but potentially some video recording of some training. I know you have Andrew. I don't know if Ryan, Rory, someone help me here, because I don't recall the exact specifics, but certainly might be beneficial. Should, say, Jeremy decides to retire, or something, if they were to go, that knowledge is gone as well. So I don't know if that's something you'd want to consider doing, to have available. And of course, where we are. We're not going anywhere. We're here to verify. We're going to be around. We're your partner for the long haul. So
Yeah.
No problem there, but just in case.
That's a great idea, but I am going to make a correction on one of your statements. We are not letting Jeremy retire. So we'll clarify that.
No, but another 10 years or so and I'll head out.
You got it, Jeremy. That's good by me. That's good by me. All right. Thank you, Judge. Great idea.
Okay, Squire Blackburn. Yes, sir.
I just want to tell you guys, I just got a text from Squire Tracy, and he had received a call in between his last meeting and this meeting that he had a family member heading to the hospital and he wasn't going to make this meeting. So just want to let everybody know that.
Thank you. Oh,
Sorry about that.
prayers for a good outcome regardless.
Uh-huh.
Then I'll go down the line if that's okay.
Keep
Wes,
going.
anything, sir?
Got the fire department come today and picked up one of the doors from the old rec yards. One of the smaller ones, when we take it out, I told them they could have it as well if they want it. So I'll put it off to the side. But they did get their big door today, and it was quite fun loading into the truck. It took about 6 guys to put it in the bed of a pickup truck. So I hope your guys got it out of there, Chief. Okay. I know he said he only had like 3 at the station. So
yes, it's quite a door. We appreciate it.
Other than that, no, you guys are making my job a lot easier, and I appreciate that. Y'all are doing a really good job. I appreciate it.
Good. Thank you, Wes. You've been a great partner. Okay, Jeremy, I'm just going down the line of who's on the queue. So,
No, ma'am.
okay, thank you. Chief Edgerson.
No, the fire department's good. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you. I see Andrew in there. If he has any comments or questions, I guess he's probably just the facilitator, but if he has anything, holler at us. Greg Copley. Multitasking.
I'm sorry, I was had to unmute. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Rory, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Chief Brewer.
No comments. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Hewitt.
Yes, thank you. I've got 2 things if I could.
Sure.
I would like to request that a copy of all warranties be sent down to the office of the judge executive to be placed on file while the originals remain at the jail. That's
Sure.
all right.
Okay.
And then secondly, a quick update on the IT room relocation work continued again today, and I just missed a call from Johnson Bott with McGowan. We were going to get together this afternoon to talk about getting that wrapped up. But Ryan, thanks and Teresa for helping us get coordinated with the roofing company today, and hopefully we can get that room wrapped up so Jake can have it for his new personnel. So as I get updated on that, I will advise everyone as it progresses.
Thank you, Robert. And thank you so much for your help. Guys, you've been amazing.
Well,
Really
thank you. You all. You are doing a great job. We really appreciate it.
so much. With that, I don't believe there's anything else unless someone has a follow-up or another comment or question. Seeing no hands or speaking. The next meeting we have scheduled for December 16th. I know with holidays, if that conflicts for some reason, Judge Wells, just tell us and we'll adjust accordingly.
Okay,
But hopefully we'll wrap this up in 2-3 more meetings and have everything ready for you.
good deal. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, you as well. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Thank you.